Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Steve from Working on the House, and it's been a long time coming, but I'm starting to work on the basement again. I've finally cleared out a load of my stuff that I had stored in here, all my tools, this, that and the other. Been selling a load of stuff on Marketplace, etc. So I can finally get back in here, and I'm going to make a start on framing out for plasterboard. So I've broken out the laser level again, and let's give that a whirl. Hopefully it'll make it a lot easier doing this task. Obviously trying to use a spirit level to do this to make it really hard work, so I'm hoping it's going to make it a lot easier. I don't have one of these laser poles, so I'm actually making do. I've used an old PC case and just screwed it to the wall, and the laser level has a magnetic base on it, so I'm just able to freely adjust it by moving it around on that piece of sheet metal. And I'll pan you around in a minute, but basically I have this central beam running through the middle of the room, which is going to set the lowest point of the ceiling. So I'm going to frame out going from the base of that, and I'll pan you around now and give you some sort of idea just how out of plumb it is. So as you can see, it's just below there. And as I pan around, you can see over that side, it's a good sort of inch below. So I can't go by this at all. I'm going to go below that, and then that should prevent any movement then as well, by keeping it sort of more independent of that. But that works really well. I will get myself a laser pole at some point, but that'll do the trick for the minute. And as you can see, the pipe work's a bit of a mess. I'm probably going to have to address that at some point, so make it a bit tidier, because some of the pipe work's superfluous anyway. As I fall over backwards. So we did have plumbing down here a long time ago for a washing machine. Obviously we don't need any of that, so I can sort of tidy all this up. I might actually reroute the pipe work. That's the supply cold and the hot going out, but I think I might completely reroute it and basically come across here and then tie into the new pipe work up there, which should be a lot less intrusive. So there we go, let's have a go. So this is called a masonry prop in the UK. Quite often it's called an acro prop, which I think is basically a brand name, a bit like how we call sticky tape, sellotape. Let's get rid of that. Go away. Brand new, it's still got the paint on it, so it's a bit difficult to use. Right, how's that looking? I think that's the one. So you've got multiple holes in this inner post, so you can set it up in various different positions to give you the different heights, and then you can fine tune it and obviously put the tension on using this screw. So down another turn or two. funny, so I work in hire, and I hire these things all the time, but I very rarely actually use them myself. So it'd be nice to actually get some real world experience with them. We've got various different heights available. Let's start off at 0. And go right up to number 4, so it's like 4 meters plus, I think. If when I put the video together, I'll try and remember to add some links in the description. Right. As soon as you get some tension on it, it'll make your life a lot easier. I follow Steve and Alex bricklaying on YouTube, and they make this look very easy. But again, that's down to experience, I guess. Right. So I want to put enough tension on there so it's supporting, but also you don't want to lift any of this up. There we go. So these joists are the ones from the other room that carry all the way through. Sorry, there's that one there. And there's this one here. So they're carrying the end, which is fine, so that's supporting it inside the room there. So it will support it. Right. Right, that's good. Well, you can actually screw these as well through here. So there's not providing any structural strength. It's literally just to prevent anything from moving. So you imagine if you're coming in and out, you might knock it. Once it's secured, and that will remove that chance. So there you go. I'll switch to time lapse now and actually cut all these bricks out and get the joists in there. so much easier with a stand. Right. So, as I've always done before, I don't think there's much curve in this at all, but no, not much at all. But you always put it bow up. Bow up. And then if there's any weight on there, if there's any deflection over time, it'll actually level out rather than go beyond. So if the curve down already, it's just going to exaggerate that curve. I might stop shouting now. So just mark the top. It's quite easy, you just cast your eye down. That's absolutely dead straight, that one. Right, just fire some screws in there. Right, let's go and fit it. And here we go, another great example of throwing nothing away. These are little offcuts of the angle that I used again on the decking. So I'm just going to use these to mount here, and this will tie in this beam that I've just put in with the floor joists, and that should hold it all together securely, keep it in place. Everything's expensive nowadays, and if you can save a few quid here and there, it makes a big difference. And the other thing is, of course, if it's to hand, you don't have to waste time going anywhere to go collect any bits and pieces. Just cutting the old damp proof course out of the way. That's a bit easier. So, where does everything go? My only marker pencil that I treat myself to, gone, disappeared. Can't find it. Probably never to be seen again. One of life's mysteries. Never mind, I've got a good old-fashioned pencil. Right. So I basically marked down in line with a brick. I'm going to cut these through. I'll knock out obviously the half bricks, and then what I'll do is when I come to put the door frame up, I'll probably put a 3x2 against here right up underneath. That'll provide that extra tie-in and support as well. Similar to what I did over that side. Right, let's get to it. So I want to remove these acro props because they're getting in the way, and I keep snagging myself on these horrible restraining wires. They're hideous. I do this but on time lapse because of the noise. Chance to try out another new tool is this laser rangefinder. So I've not really used it much at all, so I'm not very experienced with it, but does loads of different things, but all I'd be interested in is straightforward linear measurement, and basically it just fires a laser and it gives you the measurement and it stores it there, 1960, because I think it remains live the whole time. But because I don't really trust it or know what I'm doing with it yet. Well, that's pretty much bang on. 1960. As always, I recycle some timber. Perfect. That'll make life easier. So I'm just going to screw that in place now. I use concrete screws, so no messing around with wall plugs, etc. And then I'll pack it out, making sure it's nice and plumb.